High risk, high reward. Is it worth it? As you can see behind me here, I have things that could be related to gambling, because we're not specifically talking about gambling, but taking the risk. And is the risk that you're willing to take worth it? This is major things that you have to think about within your own life, because life in itself is about taking risk. Life itself is a sense of gambling when you really think about it. Do you risk too much in life, or do you retreat and stay to yourself? Both of these things are the extreme, and neither of them are the most healthy, because there's no such thing as going through life completely unable to take any sort of risk at all. We take a risk every single day of our life. But also, if you're willing to take too many risks to the point where it's dangerous, then that is also another major problem. So it's really a lot about balance, right in between. So finding that proper risk management, whatever it is within your life, let's discuss that. Because knowing what your risk tolerance is, that is what the key is. Whether that be financially, what your risk tolerance is, how much you're willing to lose, mentally, if you're willing to, even when it comes to, spending your finances, spending your money like that, mentally, how much are you willing to actually lose there? Knowing when to stop, when you're losing too much. If you're taking too many risks on and too many bad things are happening to you, things keep going worse and worse and worse, that can be a sign. Maybe you should stop. But in your mind, you're thinking, let me just do it again. I'm going to get it right this next time. Never how it works. That's never how it actually works. Because we let our emotions cloud our judgment. We're letting the emotions come over us and say, you got this. You can do it again. Just because you failed this one time, if you keep trying, you're eventually going to get it. And this can also lead to these intense emotions that we have. FOMO, fear of missing out. We see someone else succeed. We don't want to miss out on that. We want to capitalize on that amazing success the other person has. And the unfortunate truth is, that is all emotion. That is all within the mind. That is all ego. It's basically telling us, do this. We're letting our emotions cloud us. So proper risk management is about letting go of those emotions and viewing things rationally. So, is high risk, high reward worth it? That's something that you need to decide, because generally, it's not. When the risk is very, very high and the reward is also very, very high, then the chance of you actually getting that reward without some sort of negative consequence upon you is so slim that it literally would not be worth the mental effort and time it would take in order to actually achieve that and accomplish that. But that's not to say that people don't get lucky. I don't like the term lucky, primarily because that implies that, things are just completely random and by chance. And when you view things from that way, I guess a lot of life is about that. Things happen for a certain reason, but if it's lucky, then it just doesn't really happen the same way that you would expect them to happen. So it would take a lot of luck, so to speak, to actually achieve what you really wish to achieve. Very, very slim people, very, very slim amount of people will actually achieve that. So what is it better to actually do instead of wishing for luck, wishing for that 0.00001% chance that you will actually succeed with this high risk, high reward activity? The best thing to do is just be rational, and life will be so much better for you. Why spend all that mental effort into something that is not going to suit you all that well? That's just going to bring you down and make you more stressed. The best thing you can do is just let go of all that, focus on things that are much more stable and prosperous for you in all sorts of ways, as opposed to risking something major, in your life in hopes that you'll get something major in return because you're not preparing at that point. You're not preparing. What if it doesn't work out? Because in your mind, you're thinking it's going to work out. But it's very extremely unlikely that it will work out the way that you think that it is going to. So bring yourself back to reality and not let your emotions cloud your judgment. That's the best thing you can do when it comes to making a very risky decision where you're risking so much in hopes that you get a very big reward in return. It's often just not worth it. So let me know what your thoughts are on this topic. You all take care. Thank you so very much for watching this video, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.